And there's a massive row raging over the release of Dera Sacha Sauda Chief's film Messenger of God in the states of Punjab as well as Haryana. The film is slated to release on Sunday. Baba Ram Rahim supporters have planned a special screening today in Gurgaon's Leisure Valley. But sensing trouble, there has been a massive crackdown in Gurgaon. There are protests raging against MSG's release in Haryana as well. The INLD workers have been protesting in Hisar. The situation is also tense in Amritsar and Bhatinda. The Rapid Action Force have been deployed in Amritsar and a flag march has also been carried out. Even as protests rage on, the Dera supporters are going full steam ahead with their plan to screen MSG in Gurgaon. The Dera spokesperson Aditya Insan has defended the film, saying that there is nothing objectionable to it and that since the film gives a message against drugs, the drug mafia is attempting to create trouble.
मेन मुद्दा दरअसल ये है कि गुरुजी 5 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोगों का नशा छुड़ा चुके हैं। मेन मुद्दा ये है कि डेरा सच्चा सौदा एक सर्वधर्म संगम है जहां जातिवाद और कम्युनलिज्म की फोर्सेस को बिल्कुल खत्म किया जाता है, जहां सबको इंसानियत का पाठ पढ़ाया जाता है और जहां सब लोग मिलजुल कर रहते हैं। तो इससे जो वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट की पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेशंस हैं, जिनको जातिवाद फैलाना है, हिंसा फैलानी है, जिनको माइनॉरिटिज्म फैलाना है, इंसिक्योरिटी फैलानी है और जिन लोगों को नशा माफिया के साथ मिलकर देश को खोखला करना है, तो ऐसी ताकतें जो है उससे हर्ट महसूस करती हैं क्योंकि उनका बिजनेस खत्म होता है। 5 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोग जब नशा छोड़ चुके हैं तो लिकर और अल्कोहल माफिया को बहुत बड़ा धक्का लगा है। इस वजह से वो ऐसी चीजों को, कंट्रोवर्सीज को वो लोग इंजीनियर करते हैं। मूवी में किसी धर्म के सिंबल या किसी धर्म के बारे में जिक्र तक भी नहीं है।
And Paramjit Singh Sarna, the president of the Shiromani Akali Dal, had spoken with us a few minutes earlier. Here's what he had to say.
They have given the green signal. Why the censor board chairperson has resigned from that post? Because when they have not created this picture and they have taken the steps to overrule the censor board, this is something very fishy, which must be cleared by the government. 100% it will disturb the criminal harmony. There is no tension in the state for the last many years, and they are going to create tension, and it can disturb the criminal harmony also.
The thing is that a person who is accused of raping, accused of castration, accused of murder, how can he be a messenger of God? Number one. Secondly, India is a young country. Under 30, I think 70% of population is there. And how can we project him as a role model for the country? And if there are cases in the court, he says that he has a security problem. Today he is going to the malls for press conference or for release of the movie, then he doesn't have any security problem. I think these kind of people should not be given permission to make these kind of movies that a rapist, accused murderer should be shown as messenger of God.
All right, so that was Paramjit Singh Sarna, the president of the SADD, as well as Manjeet Singh GK, the Delhi SGPC president, both of them objecting to the release of the movie MSG. Meanwhile, let's just bring you the latest also from the ground in Gurgaon, where the premiere of the movie is to be held. Well, what we're being told is that protesters from the INLD party have been rounded up. But as of now, the situation there remains a bit tense. There's a huge security deployment in the area, and there has also been some traffic advisory that the Gurgaon police has now put out. So that's the latest coming out. We're being told that that grand premiere is going to take place in Gurgaon in a few hours from now. We're expecting 50,000 to a lakh people really from the Dera Sacha Sauda, supporters of the sect, to be there. Meanwhile, the INLD, the SGPC and the Shiromani Akali Dal have been protesting against the release of the movie. Tension is also visible in the states of Punjab as well as Haryana. All eyes will be on how these political parties take this forward in protesting against the movie. We also know that Leela Sampson, the censor board chief, has put in her papers after the nod was given to the movie. She has come out and said that there is interference in the proceedings and the processes within the censor board, because of which she is stepping down. But the I&B ministry has hit back, demanding proof from Leela Sampson before she makes such statements. But the fallout and the ramification politically of the release of the movie Messenger of God can be seen both in Punjab as well as Haryana. Furious Sikh groups are now demanding that there be a ban on the release of the movie, especially in the state of Punjab. Meanwhile, there are reactions that we also got you from the Shiromani Akali Dal as well as the SGPC. We're also being told that Leela Sampson has spoken out, and there have been some terse remarks also being made by the government on what she had to say. Leela Sampson had said that there has been coercion, and it was because of which she had put in her papers. Meanwhile, the I&B ministry has come out and said that there was no coercion or interference from the government to give a clearance to the controversial film. Messenger of God features the Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh, and now Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, the junior minister in Information and Broadcasting Ministry, has come out and said that resigning was Leela Sampson's personal choice. The government has no comment on it. The government has also come out and said that there was no coercion or interference from the government side, and if there is, as she claims, she should give some proof of it. The censor board and all its members were brought in by the last government, and Rathore went on to say that they have not brought in any new members. Like we said, the censor board chief Leela Sampson has decided to quit hours after the controversial film Messenger of God featuring Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh got clearance from the Film Certification Tribunal. Leela Sampson said, and I quote her here, "It is a mockery of the Central Board of Film Certification. My resignation is final. Have informed the I&B secretary," unquote. Now, the clearance came amid flag marches in Punjab's Bhatinda demanding controversial movies release. The Messenger of God film will now be released on Sunday. Leela Sampson, in a text message to Headlines Today, has informed us about her stepping down as a chairperson of the Central Board of Film Certification. Interference, coercion and corruption of panel members and officers of the organization are the reasons cited by her for her resignation. The board, as per Sampson, has not met for over 9 months as the ministry does not have funds. She also went ahead to say that the term of all members and the chairperson is over, but since the new government failed to appoint a new board and chairperson, a few were given extensions and asked to carry on till the procedure is completed. So there you see the fallout of the release of the movie. In Gurgaon, there's been a crackdown as well as protests in Hisar. There's been a flag march in Amritsar because of the tense situation there. Most of these parties, the INLD as well as the Shiromani Akali Dal, are claiming that this movie and the release of it will impact communal harmony in the two states. That's the latest that we have on the fallout of the movie MSG. Jugal Purohit, our correspondent, is now joining us from Gurgaon, where there has already been a crackdown as far as the INLD protests are concerned. Jugal, if you can hear me, we believe there are a lot of supporters around you. Just bring us up to speed with the latest.
Well, Vedika, it's a situation which only visuals can describe the best. I'll ask my camera person, Krishan Kumar, to move around and just show to you what's happening on the ground. This is essentially being treated like a mela by the supporters of, Ram Rahim Singh. And if you are to pan on the other side and show on this side of the scene, this complete emptiness. Just a little inside from here is where the premiere is expected to take place. These are two completely different worlds. Inside, there is a semblance of normalcy, festivity, if you will. Outside, however, there is a tight security blanket all around. Not a single corner where you can't spot policemen, quick reaction force, rapid action force, the local Haryana State Police, reserve forces, Gurgaon police, all of them out in large numbers, because it's not something which has had a lot of social acceptance. Several parties have opposed. The latest one to join the ranks is the Indian National Lok Dal, who has alleged that the makers of this movie have entered into tax evasion insofar as the entertainment tax is concerned. So a lot of groups essentially opposed to this release, which also came on the 11th hour. and as a result of which there is some degree of tension. However, I must put it on record for our viewers, in Gurgaon there is complete normalcy. Outside the police is present, which does give you some degree of tense environment around, but on the whole there is normalcy, free flowing traffic, shops open, people moving around in absolute normal terms. That's the dichotomy of the situation. Inside a festive atmosphere all around. Outside is where the police is ensuring that there is no disruption of this. Back to you.
Jugal, if you can hear me, just tell us what time are we expecting that movie to be premiered, and are we expecting the chief also to be a part of it?
Vedika, the movie was to premiere at 2 p.m. That hasn't happened till now. We are awaiting the chief of the Dera Sacha Sauda to arrive. I'm given to understand that the same is expected any minute now. So once that happens, the premiere will begin. And of course, a large amount of supporters have already come in. The state administration's understanding is that up to 1 lakh personnel they are expecting from different corners of the state and also from Delhi. So they've made arrangements accordingly, all of it coming at the last minute as the certificate from the Film Certification Authority of India came in at the 11th hour after the rejection by the censor board. So the arrangements are very much there on ground. As I said, the chief of the Dera Sacha Sauda expected to come in anytime now. Back to you.
All right, Jugal, we're going to come back to you when the Dera Sacha Sauda chief is a part of those celebrations, because of which we see those thousands of supporters gathered at Gurgaon. Well, as of now, there's high security in and around the area where the movie is going to be premiered. We'll keep coming back to Jugal for more on one of our biggest stories of the day.